If I actually tell you what happened to me during the 11 minutes I was dead, many people simply won't be able to listen until the end. Not because it's a story of terror or violence, but because it challenges, word by word, the comforting idea that we are just flesh, bone, and electrical impulses. What I experienced in that impossible space between my last heartbeat and the moment I returned, against all medical odds, still shakes me deeply every time I relive these memories. And yet I need to share it. Because if someone had told me this before the accident, before the total darkness, before the truth that awaited me on the other side, maybe I would have made completely different choices in my life. So, before continuing, I need to give you an important warning. This is not a story to consume casually. It's not something to listen to while doing other tasks, while browsing social media, or while your attention is divided. What you're about to hear will mess with your deepest beliefs, will touch wounds you might not even know exist, will question who you think you are at the most essential core of your being. It may provoke deep unease, may awaken memories you've worked years to bury, and most importantly, may leave a question echoing in your consciousness for days, weeks, perhaps months after this video ends. Because I'm not just going to report what happened to me while my heart was completely stopped. I'm going to reveal exactly what I saw, felt, and understood when I ceased being a broken body, bleeding inside a destroyed car, and became pure consciousness floating in a space that defies any human description. If you decide to continue, do so knowing that this story was not created to comfort you. It was created to transform you. And believe me, I perfectly understand the devastating weight of that, because it completely destroyed me before rebuilding me into something different. If you're ready, take a few deep breaths. From this moment on, there's no way to return to the same worldview you carried before pressing play on this video. If at some point in your life you've ever felt completely alone in the universe, if you've ever lost someone you loved and were left with questions that no one could answer satisfactorily, if you've ever had that persistent feeling that there's something much greater beyond what we can see and touch, but never had the courage to admit it out loud, then please share this video with someone who also needs to hear these words. This message, for some reason neither you nor I fully understand, chose to reach you now, at this specific moment in your life. I myself would have completely ignored a story like this a few years ago. I would have laughed with contempt, would have scrolled right past without thinking twice, calling it all cheap superstition, the delusion of someone who suffered brain trauma, or emotional theater to gain views. But now, after everything I've experienced, I know with absolute certainty that certain stories reach us at